And we're live. This is Nifty
Hey,
Culture. Hey, I'm Pio. I'm here with Sergio Martel. How's it going, Sergio?
good, Pio. How about you?
I'm good, man. Happy to have you on. To give people context, you are the creator. You said the chief instigator, which I thought was a pretty good title, and the programmer for the Motley Ds NFT project, which is dropping today. So really happy to have you, man. Want to hear more about the project? Real quick disclaimer: I always have to kind of put out there. This is not financial advice. Make your own decisions, do your own research. All right, cool. So, Sergio, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about, what prompted you to start this Motley D's project.
Oh, thank you, Pio. I'm really excited to be here. Yeah, we started actually since last year, looking at the space kind of from a different perspective. We weren't really in the markets. We were just focused on the technology. The main thing that we were focusing on was how to apply NFTs to be able to represent kind of like physical objects. So I was working at a project that's called CleanGold. It's an amazing technology that developed in Australia, and there we were looking how to kind of separate gold bullion to make it so that it would be yours, and that's how we started looking at NFTs. And kind of the pandemic hit, we were looking at the on what it is that we could do to kind of spark up festivals and different events, because I've been kind of involved in the festival and in the entertainment industry for several years. And I was the executive director of a big festival here in Mexico. It's called La Calaca, and we were looking at MUTEC, which is this big kind of electronic art festival from Canada that's also being developed here in Mexico. And we said, hey, we can use NFTs to kind of like start promoting these events and kind of get the artists and get the people kind of back into the mix and making money. And everything kind of started like it's kind of sparked from there. So like say, hey, NFTs could have a utility, and this utility could be to give you access. Then we were working on other projects. We were working on it was called Apes and Ninjas. And then all of a sudden, the Bored Apes came, and we just had, and there was nothing we could do. It's like they blew the ape thing out of the water. So yeah, we were kind of saying, okay, well, what can we do? We don't want to get kind of like beaten again. We were working with the kind of, I think we're like everybody else. We were like inspired by the Wall Street Bets crowd. And their degeneracy and their apehood, and we said, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure the next thing is going to be Degenerates, but somebody's probably already working on it. So yeah, we started looking at kind of culture and looking back and said, yeah, we need to reach back. We need to find which are the those examples in history where we've had, let's say, exemplary degenerates, and we found Dali. Dali has been one of those. He was the great masturbator, and we said, hey, let's pay homage to him and what he did, and try to make him embody this new character, this new. We say that we're not a PFP project, so we're not a profile pic project. We don't aim to be your PFP. We want to be your voice. We want to give you kind of this stage where you can just say what it needs to be said, and that's what we believe that the Motley Ds are. It's just an irreverent bunch of people and characters that are just going to come in and just say what's needed.
Really cool, man. I love the influence of Salvador Dali. That's obviously, I love seeing the fine art influence in any NFT project. So that's really cool. So, what should people know about this project that, is different than some of the other projects that come out right now, right? Like everyone talks about utility. It's a word that gets thrown around a lot. What are the kind of utility aspects with this project, and what separates it from the other collectibles projects that are being released now?
Yeah, I think so. One of the kind of the main difference is that we're really coming at it from a different point of view. Now, our point of view comes from really understanding kind of the technical analysis of where kind of the industry is, and then we really made the effort of trying to provide some utility, not only to the token, but to the space itself. So besides the art, which is amazing, we have an amazing artist that's working with us. We have also developed a platform by which any contract-based token can turn themselves into an access token. So basically, if you created your NFT, with a smart contract that we can validate that that NFT comes from that smart contract, then you can like reach out and to your community and say, hey, let's get together, and then you can scan a code and get immediate proof of ownership of the token. So I think that's one of the big things that we kind of like really focused on. We're in this for the long run, so we wanted to we wanted to really come in and do things right. Yeah, and the other thing I think, well, we kind of innovated in a whole bunch of little spaces. So, for instance, we embedded the IP license agreement for derivatives directly into the token. So we created a new, like a novel instrument. We call it the bearer IP license agreement. So anybody that holds the token then is able to claim those rights. And I think this is really important because if let's say that you want to do something with your Bored Ape or your cool cat or whatever, and you go to Nike and say, hey, well, I have derivative rights. It says on the website. They're not going to be able to do anything with you. They're not going to risk it.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. Well, this one, it is enforceable. It's on the token. It kind of does. I mean, it's a first exercise. Again, we want to provide some kind of value to the community. Anybody can look at it, improve on it. I am actually a lawyer by trade, so I'm not an IP lawyer, no, but yeah, so I redacted it. I think it's, again, these instruments are going to get better and better, and the more that you challenge them. So that's another kind of cool thing that we did. The other thing that's pretty cool, and I don't think any other project has it. So we have meta properties. So these are properties within the token that are not like graphically, well, they are graphically represented in a way, but that's not really what is important. So it's not the skin tone, it's not the hair, it's not so it's they're basically properties that we have that will allow us to get into game mechanics. So we have, it's 9 different properties. Out of those, 2 of them are extremely rare. So it's God and enlightened mode. And then from there, we have we have peace, unity, all of the good, we're trying to like set good vibes into the token. Hopefully there's one that's fortune. Hopefully, if you own it and you get rich, it could be because of the token. But no, so here what we're trying to do is we want to create kind of mechanics to give away tickets, to give away stuff. And we're going to be calling out the different like meta properties within the token. I think that's a kind of like a cool idea and something that can be like further explored. No, so yeah, what else? Yeah, and I think one is that we're not, so this is we're not an animal. So we're not part of the zoo.
No, it's not just another zoo animal, and that's good to know. And now that I'm looking at this one, so the first one that we pulled up had the beard, right, and the glasses and this whole look, so I didn't pick up on it. But now that I look at this one, so are all of them Dali's face? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not really Dali's face. So it's really it's really a mix between Bowie, Dali, and so we wanted to create this kind of like almost androgynous character that could be anything. We wanted the Ds to be challenging in a way, so they're always kind of looking at you in that way where like, really, is this what you're talking about? We're also going to be creating, I mean, I'm actually started work on creating a meme generator. So whenever, that's the picture exactly.
Yeah, that is Dali's face, dude.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no. So yeah, it's the eyes, it's the look, but it's a little kind of slimmer. No, we wanted to approach again. We looked at so it was the Thin White Duke. I don't know if you ever seen pictures of David Bowie as the Thin White Duke. No.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like really a mixture between the Thin White Duke and Dali. Yeah, but yes, of course, yes. So it's the Motley D. I mean, he is the big D.
That's hilarious, man. Well, I love projects like this, and it's actually funny that we're doing this one right now, and I'm going to be talking to the Satoshi Bulls people after this, and they did a similar thing with like the Satoshi Nakamoto face. So it's funny, like coincidence that we're talking to both of you. So talk to me a little bit about the game thing, that you were talking about. What is the kind of story there? Because, my video game, like as a player, I haven't really played video games in a long time, but it's such a big part of NFTs and I just know so little about it. So can you talk about that part at all?
Yeah, well, I was talking about game mechanics, no? So it's basically how do you provide kind of additional utility and kind of more fun around the token, no? So that's what we thought about, the meta properties. So it's basically, like if you're in a video game, you have a character that has certain, like has certain properties like strength or whatever. So they're not like physically represented in the character. There's just an additional property. So we created this thing where you have meta properties. So then what we're going to be doing is like, so for instance, right now we're looking at a series of events that are going to happen in LA, in New York, in San Miguel de Allende, and Tulum. And obviously, we're not going to be able to host 10,000 people. It's going to be, I mean, Tulum is not able to house them. LA, I think, would, and New York as well. But yeah, we would like blow all of the treasury. Oh, the other thing which we're also doing is like 30% of all of the sales are going to go to a community wallet, a treasury wallet, and with that money, we're going to be like, providing events. Any ideas that, I mean, we're really thinking not only parties, but really like happenings. And this is also a Dali concept. So he was the first kind of like performance artist in that way. So he would like take over New York, get horses and stuff and just like create these wild like interventions. And we want to do that. So, so if something like that, we're going to have an event in LA and we're going to say, hey, well, if you have a god, kind of like a god meta property, well, you could just go there and reserve your ticket anytime. But then we're just gonna like in tranches let you in. So or there's a certain like event that is for people that are more kind of like that have bliss. No, so you will say, hey, all of the tokens with bliss, you can come in and and reserve your ticket, and that's kind of what we're focusing on. The other thing that we're looking at, which we're really excited about, is the ability, since again, you may be in Singapore and you have one of these tokens and you can't go to LA. So we're going to be releasing a smart contract that allows you to rent it or to loan your NFT for that utility. So then that way, somebody can go in and say, hey, I want to go, I either this is not financial advice. This is not. But yeah, we're looking at that there's something really important around providing like real life utility with these tokens that we believe is going to help the industry and also us, down the road, to kind of like like survive the froth.
For sure. And so, when you look at today, drop day, and the community that you've already built, what are your thoughts? Like, how's that been going, and how excited are you for the drop?
Well, I mean, it's amazing, and we don't want to make kind of the mistakes that have previously been made, and but we kind of did. But yeah, so it's like we don't want everybody like just to jump in. We're this here kind of like for the long run. We have been very well received with the NFT community. We're kind of newcomers in the space, and the support has been amazing. We have found like really great people to help us out, including you guys. And I do want to give a shout out and kudos to you. You're pioneers. I think it's you and Kevin Rose. I haven't seen another kind of like like NFT focused project for communication. That's really great what you guys are doing, and your support has been great. And so really what we're looking is to start getting more people into the conversation. I think there are really important things that we can kind of like start discussing, not only around NFTs, but also around the artistic aspect of the message. We want people to come in and kind of get the word out of what needs to be said. And so yeah, just come down to the motleyds.com, join our Discord, join the conversation, and yeah, let's get this thing rolling.
Awesome, man. And so what time is drop time? How can people get this? Like, how does that work?
So it's going to be at midday Central Standard Time. So it's going to be, I think, so that would be at 1 p.m. In Eastern and 11 a.m. Yeah.
10 a.m. Pacific.
10 a.m. Pacific, exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. And they go to motleyds.com, motleyds.com.
Yes.
I'll throw the link in the description, connect their MetaMask wallet. And then what's the cost and how many mints are there?
So it's going to be 0.1 ETH and there's going to be 10,000. It's going to be 10,000. Yeah. We came a little high. One, because we're really looking to kind of towards the utility, and we're going to set aside 30%. Everything is extremely transparent. You'll see in the smart contract is already published. You can look at it, and we set aside a wallet that we didn't want to go the DAO route just yet because of the expense of like setting all of these contracts up, and then the gas costs, which are kind of crazy right now. But the transparency of the blockchain is there, so you'll be able to see that the money is there. And then what we're going to do is that within the app, and also download the app. Get a Motley D, download the app. The app is going to serves not only as a way to prove ownership of a token, but you can also see all of your NFTs there. We're going to be looking at at integrating Chromecast, so like casting technology. So it's either Chromecast or Apple TV. So you're ever at a place that has like a Chromecast or has an Apple TV, you just click on a button, you'll be able to cast your collection to a TV. So so download the app. That's for free. All of that stuff is for free. And then in the app, you'll be able to, if you have a Motley D, you'll be able to see and kind of participate in the decisions that are made around, what the money is used for.
Sounds very interesting, man. And so it seems like you guys have the tech side pretty buttoned up. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, in all of these things, the smart contracts are pretty much standard, so we're not that worried. It was our first smart contract, but yeah, on the app side, on the rest of the tech side, yeah, it's pretty buttoned up. That's kind of our forte, and we're still going to be working on this on the project and on the tech, on the underlying tech, and anybody that also wants to provide any other project that wants to provide utility. Any artist that wants to provide utility, like physical utility, you have a gallery, you want to give apes a certain discount or whatever, you get in touch with us, let us know what you need, we'll develop it and implement into the app. Right now it works, so yeah, just come in.
Very cool. Yeah. I mean, that's so interesting to me that you have this app built out, because I feel like those apps are getting built out, but there aren't like sort of gold standards yet for the integrations with like Chromecast and Apple TV and these different, physical tools that are used to broadcast onto digital displays. And we're going to see that more and more, no question. Was that like a ton of work to do in addition to making the project? Because I think you're the first project that I've heard of that's done something like that.
Yeah, it has been a lot of work. It's like a lot of sleepless nights, and then you have to move fast as well.
Right.
Yeah, but it's very much worth it. I think that's that's kind of also the other thing, which is, and it's also kind of the respect to the space. You got to provide something of value, no? Is you have to come in and really kind of like not just you have to try to move the bar a little higher, and that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, it's been a ton of work, but it's been a lot of fun. I've been kind of blessed with having a great team. We're a Dutch, a Mexican team. My other partners are from Holland. They're an amazing. The artist is amazing. His name is Flores, and they've been of great help. So, and they also kind of help me kind of like calm down, because I can go crazy sometimes. Oh, we can do this, and this, and I go, hold on, Sergio.
Well, it must be a lot of fun, man. And, congratulations on making it to drop day here. Obviously I wish the best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
I hope that it sells out for you. Any closing thoughts, anything else people should know?
Yeah, I think the main thing is that the Ds are kind of here to bring a message, and this message is that we need to say that those things that are being left unspoken in a time where kind of divisiveness and the threat of canceling is always on top of you. We can do it through characters, we can do it through fun, and we need to go out there and really start speaking. We're in the middle of what we call post-institutional capitalism. Things are crazy. A CryptoPunk sold for $130 million, I think, a couple of days ago. So,
oh boy.
So we got to be out there, we've got to be participating, and yeah, I think the important thing is that we all participate, and we're here for the long run. Come in, it's going to be fun. It's really fun. I mean, I've been playing around with these characters and just like getting the word out, and it's so much fun. So you even just replying to people the other day. I remember who was it that said, yeah, today the floor, it said 2021 the word for NFTs is floor. And I just created one saying, hey, the floor is where we dance, F everything else.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, we're here to have fun. We're here to kind of like provide something to the community. Come join us. Which really is going to be, the more they are, the merrier. It's like, yeah, just come join us and download the app. If you can, not financial advice, get a D. I think this, just in terms of historical kind of reference in terms, they're important, and we're going to be doing amazing things together. So yeah, come on.
Sounds good, Sergio. So everyone can follow Motley Ds on Twitter. That's at Motley DS. The website is at motleyds.com. Today, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. I think I got that right. Minting 10,000 mints, zero point 0.1 ETH. And there's an app to go along with it that seems like it's very a lot of utility with that app to be able to display these on a digital display. Sergio,
Coming
thanks so much
soon,
for coming,
coming
man.
soon, coming soon.
Okay, coming soon.
Yeah,
Coming
you
soon.
can see it. We're working hard to get it to just so you can like project things on Chromecast. And also, any projects that want to do stuff with AR, contact us. That's the next frontier that we're exploring. We just need like artists to come in and say, yeah, you want to do something with like your token and kind of like physical space. Anything that's the token and physical, we're your go-to.
Sounds great, man. Sounds great. Well, thanks so much for coming.
Thank
Again,
you,
best
Pia.
of luck for the project, and everyone can check it out.
Thank you, Pia.
All righty. Yeah, my pleasure.